Hello and welcome to this introduction video on how to use Ocean Tiger QA Manager Ship Quality Assurance System. I'll demonstrate some of the features of the three modules that QA Manager consists of. On the left-hand part of the user interface, you can add, edit, and delete components to build the component tree. On the right-hand part of the user interface is information specific to the selected component. The specification tab that you can see here is for displaying additional component information. Information that can be filled out here includes information about component make, critical for safety, and miscellaneous info. On the Jobs tab, you can see the jobs attached to the selected component. Expired jobs are marked in red on the list. Note that there are two types of jobs, one type with running hours and one type with date interval. To be able to add jobs using the running hour interval, it's necessary to add the component to the running hour list. When updating the running hour list, jobs will be affected based on what number is entered on the component. In this case, 3,000 running hours is entered for this component. Since the main component is now 3,000 and the running hour jobs in the list expired at 2,250 running hours, they're now marked as expired in the list. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to add a job into the system and explain more about running hours and date interval expiring jobs. First, I'll fill out some of these fields real quick. As you can see here, you can select the expire type. You can select between date and running hours. If the component is not set up to use running hours, you'll not be able to select running hours as an option here. The job we're adding now is a date expiring job with a 1-month expire interval and is for the machine department. So let's fill out the rest of the fields for that now. As you can see, our new job was added to the end of the list. When a job is expired or the job has been completed by the staff on board, it's time to sign out the job in the system. Note that when signing out a job, the running hour performed field will be disabled if the job signed out is a date interval job, which is the case right here. Fill out the performed by and description and click OK. An item will be created for the signed out job in the component history list. In the cases where unscheduled events occur, such as total engine breakdown or the replacement of an engine, it's necessary to add an unscheduled event to record the event in the history log so it's possible to track the event. To add an unscheduled event, right-click on the component where you want to add the event. A window will pop up letting you enter some information about who's completing the event and a description of what happened. I went ahead and filled out some info in the window real quick. The unscheduled event will show up in the history of the component. Note that when you change a component, such as replacing the engine, it's also necessary to update all jobs affected with zeroed out running hours and new expire dates, because the old dates in running hours were in reference to the old component, or the engine in this example. I'll demonstrate a couple of the maintenance reports available in the system. The component list displays a list of all the components in the system, grouped by main component. The job orders report shows jobs that need to be addressed before the date and running hours specified in the report filter window. Feel free to explore the other reports on your own. Now that was a short overview of the maintenance system. For more details, take a look at the program documentation. Now, let's look at the reporting system and check out some of the features of that module. The reporting system contains many reports for reporting change of command, crew lists, purchase orders, and many others. I'll demonstrate 3 of these reports to show you how this module works and some of the features that are available. The first report I'll be showing you is the ship certification list. This report, as the name suggests, is for keeping track of all ship's certificates. When you select a report category in the left-hand part of the window, that'll trigger loading of the report list in the right-hand part of the window, as you can see here. In addition, the first report from the report list will automatically be loaded to the report preview part of the window. I'll now show you how to add a ship certificate to the certification list. Note that you can double-click in all date fields in the program to select a date. Also, you can right-click on the Report Preview control for context menu with report navigation and viewing options. For a bigger preview of the report and options for printing the selected report, click the View Report button. I'll now demonstrate how easy it is to add crew members to the crew list. The names and other crew information are collected from the Seafarer's Qualifications Report, so you don't need to write the names every time you fill out the crew list. As you can see, all you need to fill out in this case is the rank. It's easy to reorder the crew members in the list with the reorder buttons. I'll now give a quick introduction on how to create a purchase order. To add a new order, first fill in the supplier and delivery address, then the order items and optionally other info. I just added a few order items. Here you can see the resulting purchase order. Editing the order will let you add or edit existing order items and delete unwanted items. Closing an order means that it'll not be possible to edit the order in the future. It's necessary to close the order to let the receiver know that no more order items will be added to the order in the future. That way they know the order is final. In addition, it's possible to add a note to the order when it's received from the supplier. The note can contain information about missing items or that the order was completed. When exiting the edit window, if the Close Order checkbox is selected, you'll get a message asking if you really want to close the order, just to make sure this is what you really want to do. We'll go ahead and click Yes. I've only covered a few of the reports available in the reporting system. For a complete overview of the available reports, please look at the program documentation. Now, let's take a look at the last module, the document handling module. The left-hand part of the window is for building the document tree to logically group documents together. Here, you can add, edit, and delete document sections. There are two types of document sections: sections with and without templates. I'll show you examples of each type of section, starting with a section that has a template. Note that the Use Template checkbox is checked, and that a template is selected in the Template to Use field. When adding a document from a template, the template will be used to create the new document. To open the newly created document, just double-click. If it's a Word document, as in this case, it'll open in Microsoft Word. Fill out the document and save it in the external program. It's possible to edit, delete, and copy documents from the buttons below the document list. Next, I'll demonstrate how to copy a document. Copying documents is useful for saving time in cases where a document that you're creating is very similar to a document already filled out in the system. The other type of document sections are the non-templated document sections. With this type of document section, you need to select a document to add each time a document is added to the section. The advantage of this type is that you can add many different types of documents to the same document section. You may have noticed the Send Documents Log tab. This tab is for logging documents that have been sent to the server with the built-in send functionality. To send documents, click the Send button at the bottom right of the screen. You need the Office version to receive at the other end. Thank you for watching this introduction video to OceanTiger QA Manager. For more detailed descriptions, please read the software documentation files.